Hello, my name is Taho, and I want to talk about my experience with the Splatoon Stronghold Beginners Academy Season 0. I had no intention of actually making this video public. It was more of a keepsake for me to log down, a private diary, if you will, of my comp experience and be like, wow, I've come such a long way. But no. My peers also from season 0 are making videos like this, and then there's that comp rampage about comp is dying, Splatoon's dying, and then I also saw a dude being like, we need more, blah blah blah. So it's like, okay, you know what, I won't just keep it to myself, I will do it, and I think my teammates also want me to do it. I was embarrassed to actually redo this. However, I realized that everyone had such different experiences with the academy. It's not the academy's fault, but it was because everything was team effort, especially on the participants. Participation was absolutely necessary, and the highest problem I've seen for everyone else. However, everything worked out in the end, so it was okay. I just think highlighting on different experiences will bring a different light to everything, which is why I decided, yeah, I'm gonna do this. For authenticity, I will keep yapping, but I have noted down important points I wanted to talk about. And for my friends, they did make scripted versions, so if you don't want my bing chilling yap, you should probably head over to their videos instead. But yeah, this is my experience with the Beginners Academy Season 0. Before I start, I did try my best to remember everything in a chronological order, so if my teammates are willing, they can ridicule me in the comments if I remember anything wrong. This experience is also going to be more personal to my team rather than the academy as a whole. I'm also going to be talking as if you guys understand how scrims work, tournaments work, brackets work. So you know nothing. I mean, I'll just put definitions from the Stronghold thingy. Yeah. I'll just slap it on the screen, okay? I'm no professional. Before application, I remember casually scrolling through Twitter, I am not calling X, and finding a message from a person asking a competitive player what Discord server they should join if they want to get involved in competitive Splatoon, which they recommended the Splatoon Stronghold, which my nosy self joined. And not long after, the announcement of the academy was posted. To me, I was kind of surprised that I even caught it, because I ignore a good 90% of announcements on Discord. So I'm glad I didn't skip over it, you know? Reading the whole thing, though, in hindsight, bewildered me because I honestly thought it was an ad. I thought, yo, is this free? Hang on, what do you mean I don't pay? And in God's name, yes, I applied. There was a point in the application where it asked about X power, and this caught me off guard. I hated X rank, and initially in my head I was like, yeah, it's Jover, I'm not getting accepted. I still sent the application though, because, you know, shooter shot, I guess. Which is kind of stupid looking back. I don't think X power really made your applications any stronger. The whole point was to step foot into competitive for the first time. To my surprise, not long after, I got the holy friend request from the director himself. I had no idea how important Fisk was before entering the academy. Yeah. So this was the start of everything. Day 1, I was the first person of my team or roster to join, but there were people from other teams already in the server yapping about. So yeah, everything looked very cozy. I looked around for a bit. Suddenly I saw my other teammates that I have yet to talk to. I was trying to be a bit more like social, I guess, and tried to interact with everyone, but everyone was kind of quiet. I was willing to give it the benefit of the doubt because, you know, it was just like the first few days and everyone was warming up to each other. But oh my god, did I feel bad for our team director himself. I should have taken note of this quietness because it became the groove of our team anyway compared to everyone else's. So, during our first meeting, we got to a point where our team manager was pulling out random numbers to introduce ourselves to each other. Like, what is this? Primary school? Surely it wasn't that bad for other teams. Foreshadow. Well, not foreshadow. I did befriend the other teams and complained to me about my team feeling very quiet and exclusive. To be fair, we haven't changed. It's just the rhythm of the team at this point. I know our team was trying our best during that first time. I just think the Stronghold managed to compile the most awkward and introverted people ever. After the first meeting, I did take the initiative to make a small private group chat with everyone so we could try to talk to each other. And I was struggling to add the 5th person to our group chat because their privacy settings didn't let me. I did ask them in the server, which they ignored me. I asked them in call, they ignored me. So it wasn't my fault at this point. It wasn't on us anymore. And let me tell you, oh my goodness, this affected us so badly, we didn't even see it coming yet. A few days after our meeting, we had our scrims scheduled along with this beautiful part of the message where Fizz said, in any case, don't forget to play/have fun outside of practice. That's probably the most important step to becoming good friends. You know, when I first read this, I couldn't help but laugh because I know it was implying at our awful communication. We're trying, okay? We were trying. But this awkwardness prolonged even further to our second meetup where Fizz brought up team names. Minutes afterwards, it was low-key funny because he said, let's think of team names, and no one said anything for like the past 2 minutes. Fizz said, good talk, guys. I felt so bad, oh my god. Loki decided on our team name really fast though compared to everyone. I know Less Than 3 was probably the first team to actually come up with a name. But I think for us, Team 1, oh yeah, we were Team 1 by the way, we were so cool. We actually came up with our name pretty fast, maybe second week in on Whale Shark Warriors. Zora added warriors at the end because, I quote Zora, we must intimidate our enemies, period. This is mostly because our team name title had a whale emote and we kind of just rolled with it. I think this is the same for a lot of the other teams because Less Than 3, they had, I think it was, I don't know if they were Team 3 actually, but they had a heart next to their team name and they kind of used that as part of their mascot. It is a lemur pigeon by the way, but they still use the heart. And then Baguette Squad, they also use, well, they had a baguette next to them and they used baguette, so you know what? I'm okay with whale sharks. They're so cute and silly, and I hyperfix on water animals in general, so it was a big W to me. Again, we wanted to approve this name with our fifth, but they were so inactive, bro. I was like, you know what? Whatever, we'll roll with it. Whilst we were deciding on a team symbol, you know, the little symbols on, well, your name, we were spamming the team chat with a bunch of symbols because we basically couldn't choose until until Fisk put one of our symbols in our sketch, and he basically just chose our symbol for us. This symbol was suggested by Tem. Oh yeah, and Tem drew a cute whale shark, which we had later named Bahaj. I'm totally not copying Bahaj, but yeah. But after team names, I don't know what it was. We did start to call a lot. We did a lot of open and practice call-outs. It was mostly between me, Zura, and Kasha for a while. This was before Tem really became our solidified fourth and our fifth. We'll talk about our fifth in a bit. But anyway, Kasha made us call on the Academy voice chat because, and I quote Kasha, we could show that we're becoming great friends. Yeah, you know what? It really did come to us. We continued doing open a lot until we did our first VOD review with our coach Bira. I love Bira so much. It was kind of a shame that we were a European team and Bira is from North America, so which had a lot of scheduling conflicts. I remember Bira also said they wish we had a European coach too. I do recall seeing other teams having two coaches, but despite that, Bira was so insightful, and I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. We were learning compositions, roles, synergy, and whatnot. And as a team, we're like, oh my god, our brain is expanding. It's just getting bigger every time we listen to Bebop. Yeah. And I know our team is really silent. I'm sorry about that, Bebop. But we still enjoyed Vera's company every time we got it. Later on, we did a lot of scrims and inside and outside of the academy. I'm not gonna lie, the scrims outside of the academy, we were beaten up a lot, bro. Our ass kept getting handed to them. It tilted us a lot, but we managed to get over our mentality. I just have like a very fond memory of Fisk's leaving us to a Div 7 team and saying good luck and left. Oh yeah, we're probably Div 100 at the time. We were so scared of Vibra going to ridiculous during the VOD review, but it wasn't actually so bad. And we were driven to improve a lot as a team. I don't know, but around the third week, this is when we started bringing the issue up about our fifth being so inactive, and they were given a time frame before our fifth got removed from the roster, which is again low-key funny because now, even till today, we keep seeing our fifth in sub pages for tournaments, free agent posts in other servers, and we kept seeing in Sendo Q a lot too. It was literally the everywhere I go I see his face meme. And yeah, I just wanted to highlight how big of a problem this was for our team and me in particular, because our fifth was gone. Me and Tem were mostly backline/anchors, which meant one of us was gonna have to adapt into a midline. I took the chance because I played the 52 gal and I was later learning on Stamper. But I became so insecure about playing both of these weapons because it felt like I just wasn't playing good enough for the team. I was also getting criticized left and right from my gameplay, and it really did impacted my mental, which I don't want to say is anyone's fault. I feel like it is mostly on me for bringing that burden upon myself for so long without saying anything. Please, if you're part of a team, please try to participate a lot. It's really important that you do, because you really do affect the whole team if you don't. Anyway, I don't know when, but we were also deciding captains. We forced Kasha. Yeah, we totally forced Kasha to be our captain. Later on, we kept scrimming a lot, especially against less than 3, which I would say is one of our closest teams. We had a 2-hour scrim, or I think it was 3 hours, I don't remember, but it was really fun, I wasn't gonna lie. We were scrimming for so long, even our team manager got concerned, but in hindsight, we did manage to scrim the European teams the most. There were 3 European teams. Actually, there were supposed to be 4, but I think one of them got discontinued, and then there were 3 other North American teams. So it was just the 6 of us. Apparently they're doing over 10 teams, which yeah, I don't know if well, good luck to season 1, I guess. At this point I have kind of forgotten the time frame, but we were ending pretty soon now. However, Little Squid League was coming up, and Fisk noted it down for us. Yeah, so this was our first tournament. I don't know about my team, but I was shitting myself. And my anxiety issues, Little Squid League 46. We got our ass handed to us. Like, let's just say that during the group stages, we were against Distortion that won the entire tournament itself. Yeah, we lost a lot. We got in bronze as well, and we lost overall. We only won once, and that was in bronze, and that was not enough to savor us. It was sad. However, we weren't that upset. We were really happy that we got to experience it just once. And to compensate, we made our own team server after this and spent time together. Not long after, we got our graduation certificates, and now it was just the waiting gap before the Academy Showcase. Not gonna lie, I didn't know how hectic this was for the staff and the TOs until I've watched Fist videos. So I just want to say, wow, that is incredible, and I hope this runs smoother next time. But anyway, I love season 0. We are the GOATs. Okay, I'm not gonna say that, but I am. And still, our 5th, well, because our 5th was gone, midlighting wasn't working out for me. We had a tryout outside of the academy, which was Gash's friend. Tem was not on for a bit, so we did a scrim where I was backline after, oh my god, who knows how long. I felt like my third eye opened here. At the very last minute that I was going to backline during the showcase. Probably our greatest idea yet. Again, before the tournament, our coach Bebop made us do a session with us the day before the tournament, where we were just throwing shit together, trying to figure out a comp. I don't blame Bebop, I blame our 5th. Yes, I will keep blaming our 5th, even though they weren't there anymore, to decide on a comp. but we couldn't find anything at the end. So we just decided to stick with the sploosh comp, which was me on pencil, Tem midlining. I think it was mostly decaf. Kasha was flexing between different supports for Zura, and Zura was on sploosh, which was, yeah, it was alright for just the Academy Showcase. And then one thing people mentioned that I think is very important to us, which we learned, I'm glad we learned it right there and then, which was adapting to each other's paces and speed. Because Zura is very fast. Zura rains the most misery upon everyone else, and I guess Kasha, like, again, flex. I mean, so Kasha also flexes between these paces. But me and Tam, we were more like midlining paces, but it wasn't so hard to adapt to the fast pacing of the entire team. So ultimately, it was, yeah, we gotta go fast as shit. But anyway, tournament. Let's go. Let's talk about it. I want to say during this entire showcase, I was so anxious and basically pissing myself. I stayed in the corner of like the training room before every game. Even our coach had me doing breathing methods before every match. I had to turn off all my devices and left my phone open for the Discord call because I was genuinely not having it. My anxiety was at an all-time high and I was shaking so badly. I couldn't talk. Every time someone mentioned interviews, I deafened the call. Every time someone mentioned live stream, I deafened the call. Every Discord message was overwhelming me and I was just breaking down. But yeah, my anxiety was bad. But anyway, I'm going to talk about the Academy Showcase in detail because I feel like it's a very, very unique experience to know every team. So in Swift stage, we were against the lovely Less Than 3. It was best out of 3 for Swift stage. I want to emphasize that we scrim Less Than 3 the most, and we're probably the most familiar with each other's comps and roles. And we gained a lot of friendship with them, even though we're the most quiet team. I think we knew them the most comp-wise. I love Less Than 3, by the way. # biggest fan. The first stage was Mako Mart Splat Zones. We lost this one. We do have a really bad experience with Mako Mart, so we didn't let that disappoint us. We then proceeded to the next 2 games, which was Tower Control, Ink Block, and Scorch Gorge Clan Blitz. We won these, so our Swiss stage was 2-1. We then proceeded to the next Swiss stage against Baguette Squad. I think as a team, we have only scrimmed Baguette Squad twice. One of them was really frustrating, and the other one was an upset. Felt like I was the only one who remembered who played what from every team, so I knew everyone was most likely gonna play here, and my guesses were right. First game, again, losing on Splat Zones, Mahi Mahi, but wait, we won Tower Control Hagglefish. Won't lie, Hagglefish is one of our best stages, and dear me, we were going to lose this Rainmaker game, but somehow Zora managed to sweep this game. I was gagged, to be honest. But anyway, going 2-1 again. Next was the final Swiss stage against Calamari Damasi. This team was very familiar to our coach because they knew one of the members personally, and we got the information that the proper roster was down. They had to use 2 subs, which I felt like was very unfair to Calamari Damasi, but what could you do at the time? Anyway, we lost the first game. Zones again. But then we sweeped on Museum Clams and then Mako Mart Tower Control going 2-1. As you can see here, we lost mostly Splat Zones. I'm not sure what it was, but we still sweeped regardless. This put us at the top cut and the top of the leaderboard too. Then we had some intermission going on. Then I heard interviews and us getting stream, and suddenly my anxiety was maximum capacity. The bar was just breaking at this point. The streamer joined the room, and that's when I absolutely lost it. I had to mute myself because I couldn't speak words, bro. I knew I had to regain my composure though, because this was top cut and I couldn't let us fumble. But I was kind of fumbling, I'm really sorry. Our top cut was against OMG less than 3. Oh my goodness. These were one of the most immense fights we had against each other. It was actually incredible. We were told that we were on a similar skill level, and to have that in a tournament format, feeling the immense pressure of winning, we really fought the best that we could, and I applaud less than 3 for that. This was all streamed, by the way. We won the first game being Zone's Robo Ramen. The morale was high actually because we finally won zones. Laughing right now. And in every scrim we lose in ramen. But still, my nerves were getting the best of me. The next 2 games were really close, but we lost, and Fizz quickly swooped into our call and told us to go back to the Pencil, Sploosh, Mint, and Kasha Flex comp, because we did switch out of those comps for the 2 games. And oh my goodness, left the most incredible Ink Block Academy tower control game we had, where Zora went in, demolished everyone on the tower, when less than 3 were pulling out the biggest push they could.
Enough, as 2 players will fall. Now 3 players Keeley for Whalestrike Warriors. This is huge for the push. This is huge for the comeback.
Yeah, Pencil staying alive, doing their job. Doesn't actually... No! No! Decaf got caught in the crossfire. But looks like... Oh my goodness. The Sploosh on point. Yeah, okay, get close to the Sploosh. Yeah, Death Trumpet. Oh my goodness.
Honestly, I barely paid attention at the moment when Zora killed everyone. I was just so focused on regaining space, and then I was later enlightened about what Zora did. I'm so proud of us, but I applaud Less Than 3 for giving us such a big and immense fight. Then it was Mako Mart Zones, which, if you remember, we lost to Less Than 3 in the first Switch stage. However, because we were sticking to this comp, this changed a lot. We were pushing up, held our ground, and took every necessary precautions we could. This was really close though, and I just want to thank Less Than 3 again for the most amazing fights we could ever have. Currently, we do scrim Less Than 3 every now and then, and it is kind of funny because I feel like they taunt Zora every chance they get, which honestly I don't blame them, which left us to the finals. We lost everything in the finals to the 5 wishes. I honestly suppressed every memory, but I can tell you, North American lag, and we were tired. It was like 10/11 p.m. for us. This was going on for hours. Again, not the best excuse. It was really bittersweet though. winning everything up until the finals, and I was just not having a good day or a good night for that matter. But it took me less than 10 hours to appreciate second, because second is still incredible. GG's to all the teams. I really do hope we all come across each other again someday in other tournaments. And GG's to the 5 wishes. Y'all were tough. We did scrim the 5 wishes afterwards, but I'm not gonna talk about that. Thank you again for listening, and I think one of my goals right now is to get over stage fright and manage my anxiety. So I feel like I could stream in the near future, but I don't know when, okay? Will Shark Warriors are still gonna push through and reach mid-level for the time being. Most importantly, we want to honor what the Academy has done for us. Despite the ups and downs, I wouldn't have it any other way, and I would do it again and again. We did what we could with the information we had at the time, and this goes for every team. I absolutely don't think any of us should blame ourselves for what we could have done better. It was an experience, and an amazing one at that. I do highly encourage signing up for the Academy whenever it's open. Thank you again, and thank you for listening. I hope to see everyone around. Bye bye.